Now see these gate questions. These are asked in GATE 1996. One is for 1 mark and the other one is for 2 marks. Now let's see question number 1. So they are talking about two sets A and B, and then A complement and B complement are given. Then they are asking something like this. So whenever you want to solve such a question, I told you already, always draw the diagram and then number the various regions. And which diagram you should take a diagram in such a way that it contains all the regions. Probably if you are involving two sets, then 2 power n, 2 power 2, which means 4 regions should be there. Take all the regions and then try to work it using the numbers. So see this one. Now since they are talking about two sets A and B, now I am taking two sets like this, okay, and now work on this. So it is one is A and other is B. Let's say this is universal set. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 regions. Now let's work on these 4 regions. So they are saying about A minus B. So A minus B is nothing but region 2. I am talking about this. I am just trying to write what this one is. Okay. A minus B is region 2 union. B minus A is region 4 union. A intersection B is region 3. Right. Therefore they are talking about 2, 3, 4. Right. Now which one of the following is equivalent to that? Of course 2, 3, 4 is nothing but A union B, therefore A. So it is very simple, but what I want you to learn is how to evaluate it. Okay. And now let's look at the next question. Let capital R be a it is also asked in 1996. Let capital R be a non-empty relation on a collection of sets defined by A. Capital A is related to capital B only if and only if A intersection B equal to 5, which means they are talking about a collection of sets. So now the domain is nothing but set of all sets. In that set of all sets, two sets are related only when the intersection is 5. For example, you can have this set like this. This is an ordered pair, right? So and this ordered pair belong to the relation. Why does it belong? Because the intersection of these two is equal to 5. Okay. Then what is that they are asking? If R is defined like that, which means if R is a relation which is defined like two sets are related, or two sets, this ordered pair belong to the relation capital R only when intersection is equal to 5, then they are asking about this. R is reflexive and transitive. Is R reflexive? Which means will the relation contain two sets of type A comma A ever, or will it contain all the sets of type A comma A? So this is not possible because A intersection A is not equal to 5, isn't it? Only when A intersection A is equal to 5 you are supposed to include A comma A. Now since A comma A elements are not present in the relation R, we can say that it is not reflexive. Are you getting this? So what I mean to say is, you will never have elements of type like this, 1, a set containing 1 and a set containing 1. Why? Because if we take intersection, it is not equal to 5, right? Therefore it is not reflexive. So if it is not reflexive, then option A is false. Now is it transitive or not? We shall see if it is required. Therefore A is false. Now what is the second one? Second one is saying that it is symmetric. Symmetric means if I have two sets, if I have set A comma B, two sets like this which are present in the relation. So what does it mean? A intersection B equal to 5. Then we should also have B comma A, right? Of course it will be present, because if A intersection B is equal to 5, then obviously B intersection A will also be equal to 5. Therefore if A comma B is present in the relation, then B comma A will be present, which means it is definitely symmetric. Now to answer this one, we should know whether it is transitive or not. To answer B, we should know whether it is transitive or not. Now what does transitive mean? If A comma B are present and B comma C are present, then A comma C should be present, isn't it? Now let's see if it is possible or not. Now with a counter example I want to prove it. See, if I have a relation like this, A, and then this is an element, and let me come up with an example. Let me say these two are disjoint, which means 2 comma 3, and then 2 comma 3 and 1 comma 2 comma 3, 1 comma 4, let's say 1 comma 4. Okay, now see this, let's say this is set A and this is set B, this is set B and this is set C. Now A comma B will definitely belong to the relation because intersection is 5, and similarly B comma C will definitely belong to the relation because intersection is 5, but then A comma C will not belong to the relation because intersection is not 5, intersection is equal to 1 here. Therefore we can say that it is not transitive. Getting this? So what does it mean? If A comma B belongs to relation R, what does it mean? A intersection B equal to 5, fine. And then if B comma C belongs to relation R, it means that B intersection C is equal to 5. But then from these two we cannot derive that A intersection C is equal to 5. They need not be disjoint, right? There can be some intersection. Therefore from this counter example I can prove that it is not transitive. So it is symmetric and it is not transitive. So option B is right. And option C is saying that R is equivalence relation, which is not possible, isn't it? Why? It is not reflexive and it is not transitive also, so it is not true. And D is saying that R is not reflexive, true, and it is not symmetric, but actually R is symmetric, therefore it is also false. So the only option which is right is B. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities or 50 lakh universities, but whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.